Today's the day. Jamie Perkins has invited me down to Studio 24 in Springvale. He's holding a content creation day to try and get a bunch of local creators together to meet up, mingle, network. I don't quite know what to expect. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before, but I assume it's going to be just a bunch of people that are creating content online that want to better themselves and create better content, maybe meet some people, market themselves in that direction. But who knows, maybe we can meet some fitness creators, maybe some other types of creators we can collab with or do some new stuff with. I don't know. I'm down to find out. And for those of y'all that follow me on Instagram, yes, I am recording this intro on my walking pad. Still slaps. Still get yourself one if you don't have one. Couple $100, best investment that you'll ever make. To be honest, they should sponsor me. Yeah, Everfit, reach out.
Yes, I will see you through the smoking flames.
Nothing like a little jam out session to some 2013 emo music to get you hyped up for a day. So I pulled up. Shout out Yovan at Studio 24 for being such a great host and letting everybody host the event down here. When we first walked in, the space downstairs immediately set the vibe. They had this massive cyclorama wall, and then out of nowhere, Red Bull rocks up in the Jeep. They had DJ decks set out on top, and they were handing out free cans of Red Bull, which was a little dangerous for me because I definitely drank enough to power a small city. Upstairs, they had a really nice natural light studio as well, which was super clean and honestly perfect for shooting on camera. We kicked off the day with everyone just breaking the ice, sharing a bit about themselves, someone new that they'd met, and after that, Jamie jumped into a talk about what it's really like being a content creator, especially transitioning from the long form to the short form space. Then we went through a bunch of reels Jamie picked out for everyone. Everyone got involved, breaking down why those videos performed so well, what worked, what could have been improved, and what we all could take away from them. Super valuable. After that, Jamie and I sat down to talk about the day. So this is Jamie Perkins here. He was one of the guys that helped run today's content creation day. How do you think it went overall, and what do you think's the future for the next one?
I think it went great. I'm so happy with how it went. We had a great group of people show up, and it was a really diverse group of people in terms of people were shooting very different content to one another, yet we're all able to find similarities, whether it was people who make fitness content, people who make comedy content, people who are musicians. We had so many different walks of life in here, yet we all were able to find things that we had in common and that we could feel inspired by one another. And that's what today was all about. I wanted to bring people together.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring people together and have us all inspire one another. It was about community, and I think we definitely had a great day, or I did. I hope you did.
I definitely had a great day. I felt like I learned a lot. I felt like more on going on what you were saying. Even though we all are very different niches, content creation at the end of the day faces a lot of the same issues, a lot of the same successes, a lot of the same problems. And I think getting together with a group of people that might handle those a little differently than you is good to really bounce that off each other, you know? And shout out to the special guests who came out and spoke. Do you want to speak on those guys who were on the panel?
We had some great creatives in the building. We had,
did.
you know what, you're just gonna have to watch the video and see who we had, because Jesse was filming it. I saw him filming some of it. So rather than me give it away, I think you guys should continue watching and see a little bit of what happened today.
Such a professional move by Jamie to suck you all in to keep you interested in the video. So we had 3 great guests come out and speak. Jada the creator was one of them, and she spoke about why it's so important to stay consistent with yourself when you're posting content and staying consistent with your brand, not necessarily taking on every brand deal or every advertisement deal that comes across your way, and just being authentic to yourself, which I think is a really important lesson. Then we heard from Bryce. Him and his partner run a comedy duo channel, and they've been doing that for over 5 years now. So he had a lot of experience and time in the space, and spoke about longevity and what it's like to be consistent and what things might look like ramping up as you start to get a little more traction. And lucky last, we had Jordan, and he was on the panel as well. He is a creative director, mainly around shooting music videos, and he had a really interesting take on what it's like being in the industry and working with other, not just creators, but big companies, record labels, and those kinds of things. Super interesting talk.
But yeah, we had some industry leaders in the house, and we were able to answer people's questions, but we were able to get people involved. So that's what I was trying to do today. I've been to workshops where it's all about people standing up the front and talking, and then the people in the crowd don't really get to know one another. So we wanted to push you guys.
I think it was
to make
definitely
connections.
that here. I felt like there was a lot more connection here than it was sit down in your seat, presentation, leave. Like this was definitely a lot more networking.
Yeah, I get bored just listening to people. So I didn't want people to get bored just listening to me. I wanted it to be interactive.
Your voice did get quite annoying towards the end. Thank you so much for your time today, man.
Thanks for coming, bro. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. There it is. Meeting content creators, doing content creation. I think it went really well. It's like the first time I've ever done anything like this, but I think the initiative that Jamie, Ground Zero, all the guest speakers who come out and spoke about is just social media marketing, content creation, these kind of things sometimes isn't actually that social. We spend a lot of time behind our computer screens, self-recording, self-filming, self-editing, posting, and yes, there can be engagement on posts and things like that, but I think one thing that's really lacking is the networking aspect. Now that everything went too far digital, it was just like, you go back in the old days, it was like networking. That was the only way you could meet and grow your business and grow your brand. And then we overcorrected. We just went straight online. It's like, this is the only way that you'll grow, you know? Network online, DMs. And I think there's definitely a middle ground in between. I like the aspect of being somewhere where I can speak to other creators about the content they're shooting. We all face the same issues. Like I found that out today. Everyone's struggling to get outside of their niche. Everyone's struggling with the same issues of authenticity and how do they stand out from a crowd. Overall, great success. Shout out Studio 24 if you ever want a studio to come down and shoot in. Currently in their natural light studio. We've got a great big window out here. We've got that natural lighting, soft lighting to the top of the ceiling. They've also got a big studio downstairs. Successful day. All right. I guess we're just making more content now.